Hey guys, it's me, Steve WB, and in this video I'm going to try to make a correction or maybe right a wrong. A lot of you may have seen my video on the audio quality or how to hook up external mics to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now that video was really designed more to show you that you could use multiple different mics on it, because that's a big question that everybody had. And the first correction that I want to make is people ask, can you use the DJI wireless mics that are already out on it? And the question is yes and no. Yes, you can if you plug it into the USB-C. They will not connect, though, independently wirelessly to the Osmo Pocket 3. So I just wanted to clear that up real quick. And one of the main problems with that video was when the DJI audio was played, it was only on one channel. And everybody that watched with headphones picked up that, hey, I'm not hearing it from one side, I'm only hearing it from the other. And that could be because when I imported the footage of all the different mics into DaVinci Resolve, maybe one of them was in a true stereo, or, I don't know how it happened, but some came out in true stereo and the DJI stuff seemed to come out in mono, which I'm pretty sure with like the original DJI Osmo Action, that was claimed to be stereo sound, but all they did was duplicate the track to make stereo. And I don't know if that's what happens with this camera, but irregardless of the reasoning of how it happened, it happened. So I'm shooting this entire video with DJI mics only. And right now I'm on the built-in mics from the Osmo Pocket 3. So you can tell me, how does this sound at this point? It is set on stereo inside the Pocket 3, and I'm only going to use audio from the DJI stuff in this entire video. Now, I also want to take this opportunity to talk about the actual wireless mic that comes with it as well, because for some reason this one came in as mono, but there's a couple features on here that I didn't cover, and that's because I didn't know about them. It's all new to me. So I would like to point out some of the features for this mic as well. The first thing I want to talk about, and I did talk about this in my first video, was the wind muff. And somebody didn't like the fact that I was using the wind muff indoors, thinking it affected the sound of the wireless mic. So I'm going to remove it for this video. But if you don't know, and this is your first time watching a video about the wireless mic, the way that this connects is a pretty ingenious way. They have a false, like a plastic 3.5 millimeter jack built onto the wind muff, and it just snaps into the 3.5 millimeter jack, and it holds that wind muff on extremely well. And there's no air leaks around, so because I have filmed on some very windy days and there is no air sound getting in there, it does a great job. Now the magnet on the back, people have been questioning, like for the wide angle lens and for the microphone magnet, how strong is a magnet? The magnets are extremely strong. You can just listen. You couldn't even probably pull this off directly like this. You have to either slide it off or pull it at an angle to get it off. So the magnets are quite good. Now in the previous video, I did talk about that this is the power button and this is the link button. But what a lot of people don't know is the link button, once the mic is connected and on, actually doubles as a shutter button. So you can take photos and start and stop recording with the link button. How cool is that? Another thing that I didn't know as well is the power button, once it's on, if you just tap the power button, it will actually put the microphone into noise canceling mode. That's a very cool feature as well. And once I turn the mic on, I will show you and kind of breeze through these just so you can see the LED changing colors and know what to expect. Now when you come back to this side of the mic, you do have your charge port for the USB-C, but you also have your record button. And this is to start and stop internal recording. And when you do start your recording, it does give you haptic feedback, so it will vibrate once. And then when you stop internal recording, then it will give you a double vibration, letting you know that the recording has stopped. A lot of people ask about the 32-bit float, and the internal recording does support 32-bit float. So what I think we need to do now is we're going to go ahead and turn this mic on. And we're going to actually just do a sound test with the wireless mic. And then I'm going to also record internally and allow you to hear that as well. So we're going to go ahead and power up the mic. Okay, so now we are recording on the DJI wireless mic. So now you should get a more real representation of how this microphone sounds as to my comparison video. And now I'm going to go ahead and start the internal recording. I just tap this button right here and you can see the light is solid red. So that means that we're internally recording as well. So if for some reason, if I went out of range or there was a connection lost between the camera and the mic, interference or whatever, I will have a backup track inside the microphone. Very, very cool. And you can see that they do have the transparent cover in case this is your first time seeing it. And there is speculation that DJI's new wireless mic that's going to be coming out here shortly is actually going to be this mic, of course, with a second mic and with the charging base and all that stuff. So it would be cool to find out if this is the real deal. Okay, so now we're doing a test of the internal recording abilities of this mic, and the 32-bit float is on. Now what I'm going to do is on my camera, if it will allow me, no, it won't let me. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the video on the Pocket 3, and you might see some pulsing in the video, and that's because I switched it to product mode for while I was showing this. So basically whatever is in the middle is what it's going to focus on, and that's why it's been jumping around. It's not a flaw in the camera, it's just a setting that I have chosen. So I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to record the screen because I want to show you all the mic settings that they give you inside the Pocket 3. But we're still going to be off the audio that's coming from this internally. So this is your chance to hear what you're going to get internally. So what you're going to do is you're going to swipe down from the top, you're going to hit settings, then you're going to hit wireless mic, and you can see that we're on transmitter 2, the charge of the transmitter, how much time is left, and then you have monitor volume. So there's got to be some way to monitor the audio. You can turn the LED off and on, you can turn the vibration off and on. Audio to video sync, you can turn that on. It has a low cut filter, which I turned off. It by default is on. You have 32-bit float recording, which I did turn on for this section. And then you can format the transmitter if needed. And then it tells you the transmitter version right there. So that's all the options that they show on the Pocket 3 for the wireless microphone. So now that you've seen those settings, we're going to go ahead and stop the internal recording on the wireless mic, and we're going to carry on. So overall, I hope I've kind of cleared up a little bit of stuff and given you a better idea of how to use this microphone on your DJI Osmo Pocket 3. If you have more questions about this, drop them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said, I'm not an audiophile. I'm not a professional audio person. I'm really not a professional anything. But if I know the answer, I will tell you. And if I can find it, I will tell you. With that being said, until next time, I'm Steve WB, and I'm out.